Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the No Cover TV podcast. Look who's in the house. Andrew Dean's in the house. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a great interview today. But first, I got to chat with you. And that's what I say. Thanks to each and every one of you checking out the No Cover TV podcast. All the audio shows that we did on Spotify are now on YouTube. You can check those out. And, of course, all the new video shows that we are doing today and will continue to do. Check out the future shows. A lot of great artists coming up of all genres and age groups and around the world. Tomorrow we got to do a band from Italy. Sunday is a band from Denmark. We're getting out there. We're getting the story and music out there. And that's what I've been doing since 1997, from TV to radio and now podcast. You're not going to get rid of Big Al. You just can't do it. I'm a pain in your butt. I really am. But anyways, my three favorite words, you know what they are? Say it for me, people. Support, support, support. Support these artists. Go to the shows, pay a cover charge if there is one. Get to that swag table. Get a CD, an album, a T-shirt, a hoodie, a coffee mug, keychain, perfume, bumper sticker. It goes on and on. Oh, my. Get to the stage. Enjoy that show. Stay after if you can to meet the artist, get an autograph, because you just never know what's going to happen with these artists. And most of all, these artists do what they do to put a smile on your face. In return, puts a smile on their face. It's a great thing. Music makes the world go around. It really does. It really does. So let's get to Andrew Dean today. This morning, I should say. How you doing, Andrew?
Oh, we're doing great. Sure, great to be with you, Al.
I appreciate you coming on, my friend. I've been looking forward to talking to you. And, you're one of the good old boys. You know
that? Well, it depends on what you mean by old. Is it OL?
It's in a good way. It's in a good way. And some of you good old boys, I got to stay, kind of afraid because I'm a city boy,
That's all right. And it's all good.
But we can hang. We can hang. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're down in Ohio, but you are a busy guy.
Yeah, we get
everything that's going on. Oh, you've been around. Oh, yeah, haven't we now? We're going to talk about that. Oh, yeah. So you are a multi-award-winning singer-songwriter, country artist. The music's fantastic. It's great. It's great. Before I touch on that, I got to climb in every artist's head and find some stuff out about you. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Let's get in there. All right. I got to take you back to when you were young. I mean, around 8-10 years old, when you're starting to listen to music from your parents or your siblings, and you're grasping a hold of, yeah, I like that melody. I like that genre. Was there something that grabbed you at that age and you started listening to on the radio or the record player?
Oh, I can tell you, I started about 4 years old.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
My mom had a very diverse record collection, and so I'd get in there and dig and pull up, like from the Beatles she had Bob Dylan she had some cool stuff. And so I learned a lot of Louis Armstrong. I mean, I learned a lot of different sounds, a lot of different things, and I found that I really, really, really enjoyed each and every one for what it brought to the table.
Yeah.
So I would get the yardstick out and I would play the yardstick like a guitar in front of the stereo. And
of course.
And say, oh, yeah. The yardstick out and I would play the yardstick. I'll hold it. Now, the problem with that is, got a little bounce back. The problem with that is when I had the yardstick in my hand, my mama didn't have it in hers, if you know what I mean.
That's absolutely right. That was grandma for me, yeah. Oh
man. Oh, man. She didn't take nothing from me. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I hear you there, my friend. Well, I remember going to the apple orchard and grabbing the switch, and it's like, make sure it's flexible and green. It's like, oh, no.
It was a long walk, wasn't it?
It was. You made it as long as you could because you knew what was coming. Oh, but we learned fast.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else about that time in my life is my mom had a baby grand in the front room, and she could play anything. I mean, she was very, very, very talented. And so my dad's family had 9 kids. And so, yeah, it was a big family. I imagine I was the lineup at the outhouse. But anyway, that's another story. But they all sang. And they'd come over and they'd sing hymns and stuff like that. I'd just go from leg to leg. So I learned soprano, alto, I learned bass, I learned tenor from listening to them. And because of that, then that's where I could get my harmonies in that, even at a young age.
That is incredible. Now, at that young age, did you join choir in church or school or do anything?
Oh, my mom was a church organist. The minute she heard me start singing, she says, "You're in."
You're in. That's right.
And then I started singing too loud, and she goes, "Hey, we want to hear everybody."
You're in the back row now.
You're in the back row, buddy. Keep it up. We'll be downstairs.
Get by the pipes. We don't want to hear it. That's wonderful. All right. Okay. Now, what age did you start thinking, I want to pick up a guitar, maybe make some music?
Well, that happened along about fifth grade or so. I got a guitar for Christmas.
Nice,
because
nice.
I threatened to go out and buy one because I was working mowing yards and that. And I said, I'm going to buy one if you guys don't get me one. So they got me one with a really, really small amp. So they were thinking.
They're right. No drum set.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it was like an old Electra Voice. I mean, it was like a '60s model thing. It was just
old,
just crazy. And now I used that later in my later years. I got in rock bands.
Okay.
And I used that guitar one time. It was a hollow body, so we were doing some pretty good Ozzy Osbourne stuff like that. We were covering a lot of stuff. And anyway, I put a little springboard back there with a little ketchup bag, and I the guitar, and it bled while I hit 3 chords on it, and then I broke it.
And you broke it.
Yeah, that was my wild 20s. I'm telling you.
Oh my! The 20s. Somebody
said you ought to write a book. I said there's a few chapters I'd keep out.
Yeah, there's a few decades, I think. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, so you picked up that guitar at 15 and stuff, and you're having fun. Now, 18 comes along, and kind of life hits you. You got to either go to college or start a job, maybe start a family. Who knows? But when life started, did you always say music's going to be on the side or be a part of my life always?
Well, when 18 hit, my deal was we're going to start a rock band. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Nice.
So yeah, we went out and played. We played clubs, usually about 4, maybe even 5 nights in a week. So yeah, so we could make money at it.
Yeah. Was it mostly covers or originals or a mix?
We did a little bit of everything.
Did you really? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No, we're about the same age, or the same age. Wear any spandex back then?
Oh man, you don't even want to go there, brother. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Well, that's a secret we'll keep to ourselves.
Yeah, that's one of the chapters I want to keep out.
The spandex era, right? Platform boots and spandex.
Oh man,
that was a crazy era, my friend.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you though, we used to really put on a heck of a show, and we'd always have the stage. We'd build the stage up just so we could tear it down. I mean, that was the kind of band we were.
There you go. Nice.
I had this little guitar player, and when I say little, I mean he was phenomenal. But he was a little guy, and he used to jam like on the Eruption and stuff like that. I'd grab him and carry him like a backpack while he was doing it.
There you go.
I mean, just do crazy stuff like that.
Just have fun.
And so that's absolutely the name of the game.
Yeah, we didn't think back then. We just did. That was all that we did. We didn't think, no. But it was a lot of fun. So down the road, country came into your life. When did this happen?
Well, it happened a little, I'd say maybe 10 years after that. We got into the country stuff. And I find that country music really tells a story. It really speaks to me and the way of expression. So I love country music, and I've seen a lot of the traditional artists and things like that.
Sure.
And when you start looking at what they did and how they did it, I just love. I mean, I love a steel and a fiddle. I do. That's near and dear to my heart. So
yeah, you can't beat that. You can't. Beat
no.
That. Oh, and what I like about listening to your music, it's real refreshing. I mean, it's nice. It's old time with a new wave to it, just a little bit. It's your twist to it. I really like that. Now, I noticed your band is the Farm Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you doing a lot of solo plus stuff with a band, or is it equaling out? How is that working?
Well, what I do is I have the philosophy of rocks, pebbles, sand. So I look at my main thing is I'll say to somebody, well, what kind of budget are we looking at? That kind of thing. Sure. And if they got a small budget, well, you get a cowboy and a guitar. If they have a medium budget, well, then my wife and I, we do a duo. So they can get that. And then if it's a big affair where, fairs, festivals, things like that, I'll come in with the band.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
All my music is charted and everything, so I can just go in. And some of these guys I work with, it's wow, they just blow me away. It's I see them, they run through it one time and they're ready to go, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, brother, you have to step up. So it's like, yeah, oh yeah, that's my song. It's my song.
Makes you look real bad. That's funny.
Oh man.
Those studio musicians, and some of them are just phenomenal. I mean, it's just like, I'll put the guitar down. It's like, why touch it? I'm not going to ever touch it again. Like,
well, when you walk in there and they're showing you, pictures of a wall of people they played with and different people they played with, and oh my goodness, man. I mean,
it takes your breath away.
Yeah, I just look at that and go, wow. And they're like, yeah, let's go play. It's like, okay.
Exactly. Let's lay some tracks down.
Oh yeah. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Let's do it. So now, are you putting out more singles? You throwing some EPs out there? What's up?
Well, I'm working on a lot of different things. I mean, a lot of different things right now. We just dropped Looking Ahead, which is a country project. And then after that, I've got a faith-based that I've got 6 songs done for. That should be out probably about early winter. And then after that, behind that, I've got a trop CD coming out that's going to be trop rock, trop country. That should be probably about summertime next year. And after that, I've got another country project coming out, which should fall in just about a little after Christmas.
Oh, whoa, you are keeping busy. That is nice.
Yeah, I work with 4 studios. I work with 2 in Nashville and then 2 in Florida. So I'm always churning up stuff.
Oh, nice. Which ones in Nashville are you using?
Well, I use what is his place called there? John's. Kitty Wells old. It's her old theater, and her grandson converted it into a studio.
Oh, nice.
So, oh yeah, it is.
Cool. That's gotta be beautiful.
Yeah. Oh. So and then we work also with another fella in Henderson, and I've got a guy in the other side of Henderson, which is Mars Studio, also that's some good stuff. Excellent musicians. Garland Craft is going to do some key work for me coming up on the faith-based. He worked with the Oaks, so I mean these guys have been around the block, and they really know their stuff, and it adds so much that and when I go in and I create the melody, I create the song and everything, but I also try to leave some leeway in there so that the artist can input some of their feelings, input some of what they feel in the song, because that way you get a more rounded project.
You do, yeah. When each artist can definitely put some of their own input into that song, that definitely comes out much fuller and better.
Absolutely. So so we work with them, and then I've got a studio in Hudson, Florida, and then one in Weeki Wachee. Now that's just fun to say, but Weeki Wachee is the home of the mermaids. So
mermaids. Okay, Weeki Wachee. Oh, I have to remember this one.
Oh yeah, it's a fun place. It is. They have a lot going on there.
I've been on a lot of travels and come across some weird places, but that sounds pretty cool, actually.
Oh, yeah. they have no kidding. They have a whole show, and it's in an underground spring, and then you go down these steps, and you're looking at this what is like an aquarium, and they're on the other side in the water, singing, talking, and they have that. And I don't know how they do it. They keep their eyes open, and they have little air tubes. They do breathe. I mean, that's how they do it.
They do breathe, right?
They do that. They do that, and they smile, and they actually eat underwater. They drink soda underwater. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Whoa. But it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's fun. Mermaids. I didn't think that was going to come up.
Oh well, hey, why not?
Why not? It's your show, man.
We have an interesting life,
Right, exactly. There you go. Before we get any farther, why don't you tell everybody out Podcast Land where they can find your music, Andrew?
Yeah, they can find me at about any of the like iTunes and Deezer and all the formats like that. I'm trying to think of them all, and I'm just having a problem thinking of them all here.
Every one of them.
Yeah, don't forget YouTube and Spotify. My wife is over here pointing at me.
Right, remember?
Spotify. I got so much stuff. I'm telling you what, it's crazy. But
Thank you, wife.
yeah, if there's any questions about finding it though, you can go to my website at www.andrewdean.us, like United States, and it's a whole interactive thing there where there's videos to watch. You can see where I'm at, and there's just all kind of stuff there.
Well, good. Man. It's good. Hey, I'm just trying to remember the telephone poles I put posters on back in the day.
I lost my hat on that when I last saw her.
That's great.
Oh, that's great. I tell you, I remember going out many times and going to restaurants and places and sticking up stuff. When you go in the next day and somebody's drawn a mustache on you. And
I go around town and I look at the old telephone poles, and then the nails are the only thing holding up the telephone pole, I think. So it's pretty cool to see that still out there. Now, you mentioned these 4 different studios. The big question I love to ask about studios: do any of them have analog equipment, and have you used any?
Oh, I've used that stuff. Yeah, I've used a wide tape. Sometimes the big wide tape.
Yeah, there we go.
I had a fella I recorded at a studio in Ohio at the Apollo at Marysville. And he had Aerosmith's original recording studio all set up. A bank, his whole wall was nothing but speakers and the wide tape. And,
really?
Whoa. Oh, yeah. That was pretty wild. And he had about a $50,000 piano sitting there, and his microphone I think was probably a Neumann, so it was like top of the line. I also worked with another guy in a small town called Gibsonburg, which is my hometown. Oh, okay. He recorded with Neumanns, and that his whole board was Jimmy Buffett's old board. So
okay, wow,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I a good friend of mine, Robin Robbins, he came from Ireland about 20 years ago, moved back here in Michigan. And I go to his studio at his house sometimes. And it's just a lot of money put into that stuff, a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of money.
Oh, it's incredible. But then he'll want to get on my nerves. He'll get behind the grand piano and start playing the old songs that we grew up with, the Bob Seger songs. It's like, are you kidding me? You're going to do this to me? I listened to you on the radio all my life, and now you're going to do this to me? So
why not? Why not? Yeah, soak up the moment.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but very, very, very smart person when it comes to working the boards and all that equipment stuff. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I love it and stuff. Now, we did mention earlier, ISSA, you're an award winner. I mean, music video of the year. Mm-hmm. You played the after party. Mm-hmm. Tore the house down, obviously.
Oh, we had
my goodness. And of course, there's the World Songwriter Awards, Academy of Western Artists. It goes on and on, my friend. And that's amazing.
Well, we've been blessed. We've really been blessed. And we've been blessed to meet a lot of people, a lot of very talented and good people. I've been to awards where I haven't won anything, and I walk away that I've won because I've won a lot of friends, a lot of new people. And that means so much to me.
It does.
Lifelong friends.
Lifelong
friends. When I started out in this way back when, I still have some of those folks that I see, and it's like, you haven't changed a bit. Well, no, I have, and so have you. But here we are, right?
Yeah, here we are, right? A little more.
Yeah. Oh man. But no, I mean, it's really, I love that about the music community and learning and loving different styles of music, meeting people. I mean, I've got a friend who plays at Carnegie Hall, who's from India. Sharu is her name.
Oh, okay.
And wow, what a talent. But to talk to that lady, she is just so down to earth and such a good soul. And you'll enjoy this one. A fella that I met at ISSA got a hold of me. He goes, do you know anybody who'll sing any Judas Priest? I can't find anybody that sings Judas Priest. And I said, I'll do it. He goes, no, you're a cowboy. I said, no, I'll do it.
We go, yeah, you think.
So I went out there and I drug my motorcycles out of the barn out back. And I sent him a video of it. And when I did it, he came back and he goes, country. He goes, you're rock and roll, man. And I said, I'm whatever. I said, I love it all. I truly do.
I have a story about Judas Priest. I don't know if I want to mention it.
This is one of those chapters you want to leave out, huh?
Yeah, it's hard to forget, but we hung out in '82, I think it was, and yeah, I partied back then, okay, and I was a little overboard, and they started picking on me, and then they had to hit the stage. Well, Rob, goes up first, and what happens? The motorcycle, the Harley goes, and boom, all that exhaust came right down in the dressing room, and my butt hightailed it right to the John, and I was there probably for an hour while they were upstairs playing above my head. But I helped myself to the buffet and stuff and laid on the couch for a while. Then I went back out and watched the 80s. Oh
man.
But anyways, damn them.
Yeah. Like a little Harley exhaust, right?
It was just like, I couldn't believe it. But anyways, it was great. It was great stuff back then. Okay, we're getting way out of control here, my friend. Now, you've been doing any collaborations with people? For your music, or
yeah, like I was just telling you, even with that one right there, Imran is he's from Pakistan. So and he's a heck of a guitar player, man. This guy, he could cook. So yeah, that was good. Also, I did a collaboration on this project I have right now with Jason Ray Welsh. He's kind of got that Chris Stapleton he's got his own sound, but he's really got a good outlaw sound. Cool. Of course, I'm more kind of traditional, and so he's like, I don't know if we'll fit together. I said, let's try it, brother, and it turned out great. My brother from another mother. That's
there you go.
My brother, but yeah,
that's cool. That's
great,
cool.
great song. And I was honored that he would participate in that with me.
Great. That's cool that you're doing some collabs, and I'm sure there's many more to come.
Yeah. I told you about Sharu. I've been talking to her about, she plays raga style. So that's the Indian music.
Okay.
Right now she does a raga fuse with jazz, and it's superior. It's just really great. But I told her, I said, how about raga cowboy? And she goes, I've never done that. I said, well, what do you think? She goes, I do that. So
there you go. I like that.
Yeah,
Raga cowboy.
We'll work it out,
We'll work it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I got a lot of other questions I want to ask, but you think we can get a song out of you before we go to the questions?
Sure.
That'd be great, Andrew. Appreciate it. So everybody, Andrew Dean's going to perform for us a song, and he'll tell us the song when he's ready to play.
Yeah, it's called Wanted, and it's the title cut off of my Wanted CD. And so anyways, it's just about having some fun in life, enjoying life, and just listen to the words. They'll tell you the story.
Here you go, Andrew. Take it away.
All right. Yep. Gonna have the band come in and help too. How about
there
that?
We go.
All right. On in the sun, we're putting trouble on the run. Well, a laughing and a drinking, come and get you some. Wanted a good time for all, oh yeah. Whether skiing or boating, commence to floating the river or the lake, or some ocean motion. I wanted a good time for all. As the hours drift away, we're having a ball, having fun here today, right here. Oh yeah. Not a care gets in our way. That's right now. Yeah, want it. A good time for all right now. the sun. We're putting trouble on the run. We'll a laughing and a drinking, come and get you some. I want it. A good time for all. Whether skiing or boating, commence to floating, the river or the lake, oh, some ocean motion. I want it. A good time for all. That's right now. As the hours drift away, oh yeah, we're having a ball, having fun here today, right here with Big Al.
Whoa!
Not a care gets in our way, ah, that's a fact. We'll want it. A good time for all. All right, I said I want it. A good time for all. Oh, one more time, I said I want it. A good time for all.
Oh, yeah, bravo, my friend. Thank you, Andrew, so much. That was great. Oh, man. Oh, I can just see you at the honky tonk bar, man, behind the chicken wire, and everybody up kicking it.
Oh, I've got a story on that one, but yeah, we walked into one place, they had a fence up in Texas. We had to come in the back of the stage.
Right.
Oh yeah, we walked in there and there was this fella standing there with no neck. Big old boy. Big old boy. And we walked up and we played, and man, 3 beer bottles. Oh yeah.
No problem.
I come off of there and I said, man, I says, they must not like us throwing beer bottles at us like that. He goes, what do you mean? He says, they love you.
They love you.
They threw 3 beer bottles at you. I looked at him. I looked back at the fellas. I said, dudes, I wear a cowboy hat, but this is a little too much for this boy.
The more they throw at you, the more they love you.
Well, I don't know. I was a 3 beer night, evidently. I don't know.
That's good deal, my friend.
Oh,
that
man.
was wonderful. Oh, all right. Let's get to some fun questions here. Okay. Now, 2 questions. This is 2 answers on this question, and then we're going to go around the world in our head here. 2 stages that you really would love to grace and perform on.
Well, I mean, the Opry is one.
Yeah.
That's a hallowed ground there. I would love that. Red Rocks would be great too in Colorado.
It's a great place.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. We went. I had a friend of mine, Michael Martin Murphy, played. He did Wildfire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, the friends that we visited were really good with them, and I was just a kid at the time. I was like 14, but he took us out there, and it was from the back of the stage in, and wow. That was cool.
It's
Very
cool to step foot on that stage. I was there when I was 16, 17. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Those Red Rocks and stuff. All right, this question here, 2 answers. A person, alive, passed away. I know in your head, who do you really want to get on that stage and perform with? Anybody?
Well, I have to go alive because if you're gone, you're gone, But somebody I really love, and well, yeah, the person I'd really love to see again and play with is my mom. She passed away 14 years ago, but we did do some things in Nashville, and her talent was just so amazing. And you talked about somebody who's your number 1 supporter. Yeah. So if I had to go back, that's where I would go. And she did record with me. She did.
Oh, good. Oh, nice. You have that.
Yeah, and I get to still sing with her. If I use a track with her, I still get to sing with her.
That's amazing.
And I do. I love it.
That's cool.
I'm honored to do that. But if I had 2 people that were alive that I would really, Reba McEntire's always been, I mean, like her voice. I love her voice.
Sure.
And of course, Vince Gill. I love Vince Gill.
Oh yeah, Vince Gill.
His tenor voice is just so sweet. So yeah, alive. That's what I'd say. But Mom and George Jones would be great.
George,
who was passed.
George
I love Jones, and I'll tell you what, I learned from him because the way he can take one little syllable and run it across 3-4 notes. Who could do that? Jones,
right.
Who? You know.
Yeah. And I like Roy Clark and all those guys.
Oh man, was he a talent?
Oh,
He was a talent.
Beautiful. He was a beautiful artist. Oh yes, I miss those guys.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I do too. I do too.
Great, Jared. Great. Now, this question here, I like to hear the answer that everybody gives me on this one. Whether you're performing with the band or by yourself, but when you get on that stage, strap that guitar on, get that first note, start singing, crowd sees you, whether, let's say it's a good sized crowd, and they start hearing the music, start moving towards you, start swinging a little bit, start singing your songs back to you. How does it make you feel, Andrew?
That's like true joy there, man.
That's pretty.
It is. And I'm one of these guys, when I have the guitar on, I just can't sit still or stand still. I've got to move with the groove, and if you're not moving out there, you're still going to see a cowboy up there going. And I don't care. I don't care if at the end of the show I'm just dripping. I want to bring it.
There you go. Well, good. And you never forget those times. No, you remember every one of them.
No, I do. Yeah, absolutely.
You really do. Okay. This question, I say for my rock and rollers, and well, you were one, so I'm going to ask you.
Sure.
All right, let's get serious on this one.
No, you're getting serious. You're pulling your hat all down. I got this new hat yesterday. And I hit it on a chair as you saw it, fell up. And I'm up here moving my head, and I feel it going. Man, it's not fitted yet.
It's not fitted. Yeah, you go right. All right, here we go. And all through your career, what's the most embarrassing moment you can remember on stage?
Oh, well, I've got several of those.
Oh, come on.
I fell off the front of the stage. I did that. And, of course, I didn't feel bad because, I remember as a kid, I went and saw the band Journey.
Yeah.
And Steve Perry come out strutting out there, and he went to hit that first note, and he fell flat on his butt.
That happens to the best of us.
He didn't miss a note, though. He did not miss a note. And they fired the drummer right after that show. So I don't know if the drummer stuck his foot out there and he tripped or what, but something happened there. So yeah, that was in St. John's Hollow. That was a Tiffin, Ohio. Back in the day, I saw them. Yeah.
Okay, that was
so good. Oh man. But I've seen a lot of acts, but I guess one of the other embarrassing moments would be, it involves my light man at the time. He was filling a flash pot. You remember the good old days of flash pots, right? Mm-hmm. So he's supposed to take a teaspoon of gunpowder, put it on the fuse, and Scott's just pouring it. And I said, "What are you doing, dude?" And he goes, "I have a good eye. I can tell." And I says, "All right." And like I told you, we have that front little catwalk, and I'm out there singing. And Ozzy, I throw a fireball out of my hand with little finger cannons. Oh, we used to really do it up. And he set off them flash pods. And when he did, he blew a hole in the ceiling. I mean, a hole in the ceiling. And I'll tell him. And the owner came over and he says, he looks up there at the ceiling and he goes, "You're going to pay for that."
Right.
I said, "No, we are not. He is."
That's right. The pyro guy.
I'm hearing in my ear.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. I like that. Well, back in the day when you're doing rock bands and you're playing guitar, did you ever attempt to swing it, throw it around the neck?
No.
Too expensive.
I didn't take that chance.
Do that.
But I did take my mic stand and spin it so it looked like a star,
There you go.
And one time I didn't tighten it down and it went flying out. That was pretty good. That was pretty. Then I had to do the Freddie Mercury and just hold the. This is planned, I could give you lots of stories on that one.
Well, that'll be next interview. My goodness. Wow. Okay. Now I see you're doing quite a bit of radio and press and stuff. That's going well for you.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm very honored and very humbled by the attention. I really am. I'm grateful to be on your show with you, Al.
I appreciate
I really am, and it's your No Cover TV podcast and all. I'm just telling you that it really does a lot for the independent. So
Thank you. It means a lot to me. That's what my heart goes out to. After I stopped in '97 playing, this is what I want to do. There was a lull. The music needed to get out there. Nobody was doing it. And it's like, I do it for free. I've never charged an artist to come on TV, radio, or podcast. Never will. And it's free to see. So there you go.
Well, we appreciate you. This cowboy does for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much. Future-wise, well, where do we see ourselves in 5 years? We going on tour? What are we doing? Anything?
Oh, we're on tour all the time.
We're on tour all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, it's kind of you get on the stage and you put all that energy out, and you come off the stage and you settle down, and it's a lot of fun. It's a wonderful life, and I tell you, just blessed to do it. Just blessed to do it.
That's great. Let me ask you, when you're done with the show, whether it's one set or three, how long does it take you to wind down?
Well, that depends. It depends. If I'm singing to the janitor, it don't take long at all.
It's a wondering night.
It comes down to that one. You're playing up there and you're looking at that one guy going, I hope you enjoy yourself. He goes, I'm just waiting for you to get done so I can turn it off.
Shut up.
Yeah. Are you done yet? It's like, we all had those, right? Yeah. But if you've got a wall of people, and I've played some pretty good crowds of people, it takes a little while to come down from that because it's like, wow,
Yeah. I'm the same way. It takes hours. I think about it all over and over and what I could have changed or done better or anything like that.
Oh, I do that too. I think anybody who really takes their music serious does that. And I had somebody say to me, a performer say to me, I've got butterflies. And I why do I have butterflies? And I said, that's because you want it to be good. You want it to sound good. This is a normal thing. It is.
Yeah.
It's like, it's normal. You get out there and you hit that first note and they go away. But I said, right now, you want it to be good, really good. So you just expecting more out of yourself.
You are. It heightens your alertness just a little bit more to come off a lot better.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. How about this question? Well, it's not really a question, but advice for the younger people that want to do what you and I do. You got any advice?
I do.
All right.
I got to look down here because I wrote it down.
Hey, all right.
I thought if you asked this, I wanted to make sure I brought this up. You got to set your goals. You got to set your goals. You got to be ready to work, write every day. You have to stay committed to your music with a passion. Okay, that really means you're feeling it. And learn to work out of your comfort zone, and that's really how you're going to grow. You got to get outside that comfort zone and be able to say, I'm nervous about this or I'm worried about this, but I'm doing it. Well, why are you doing it? Because I expect more out of myself. Well, there you go. You're growing.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I would say.
That's beautiful. Don't stay in the box. Take chances, but be careful. You will open doors. Some you might not like. Just shut that and move on to the next. It's your music. Do it your way. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Or how to do it.
Right on.
Exactly. You staying independent, or are you looking at labels or anything?
No, I went the label route. No, I'm an independent guy. I've got a record label, Night Sky Records, that I go through, and they do a good job. That team does a good job for me, so I'm really happy with that. But it's an independent label, but I'm very happy.
Yeah, good. Doesn't bind you down to anybody or anything. Do it your way.
And that's the freedom I have with them is it's my own thing. It's my own style. It's my own way. And you get into the bigger labels and a lot of times they say, this is the sound we need. Just this sound, the whole record, this sound. And it's like, I've got so much else that I'd like to know. Right. This is what you do if you're doing it.
You do it that way. Right?
Oh, yeah. Do it that way or there's a highway,
Exactly.
So, that's the difference between independent and mainstream. And plus mainstream's an awful. You better have a nice little piggy bank.
Well, yeah.
Because it's a loan. You got to pay it back.
Pay it back. You do. So do it your way. Definitely. Andrew Dean is in the house, everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, my friend. I want you back on in 6 months, maybe a year. Let's see what's going on. I can't wait to hear your new music and everything.
Oh, nice. Okay. Hey, 616 Kebab Shop.
Let's do this. 616 Kebab Mediterranean Cuisine Restaurant sponsors No Cover TV. So, yeah, if you like Mediterranean food, check them out in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
This whole I think I'm going to lunch.
Oh,
So check them out. If you wanted to take me to lunch, that's great. I appreciate it very much.
You know, if I wasn't going south, that's not a very far drive from where I'm at right now. So I would
it's not. No, it's
I
not.
would go there.
That's great. Well, hopefully someday we connect face to face, my brother.
I wrote it down. So next time we're in this area, I may have to go up there and just check it out because that sounds really good.
Oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Your show, Andrew. Any last words? Anybody? Hi, thank yous, anything?
Yeah, I want to say, you know what? I want to thank all my fans. I want to thank everybody for supporting independent music. I would like to also just put a big thank you out there. Oh, yes, to Tammany. My wife just is waving a paper at me.
There you go.
Tammany Dove has, I'll tell you what, you know, the ISSA has done so much for the independent artists. And for those of you who aren't involved with that, it's free. So,
it is.
And so get involved and be the star that you are, because I'm telling you right now, it's a great place to network, meet people, see people. And as an independent artist, that's what you got to do. You got to get out there, meet people, see people, collaborate with people. Don't be afraid to approach people. I could go on, and I won't because our time's limited. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody, and Al, especially you, for your support of the independent artist. And again, your No Cover TV podcast. We love folks like you who can help us get our music out, get us heard. It's you who are helping us, and your passion and our passion relays the music out there. And so we just give you a heartfelt thank you from this side.
We just lost Andrew. Wow, I love it, everybody. So I want to thank Andrew D for being on the show, and we will have him back on the show. Great show. We'll get more songs out of him. So he just texted me, said thank you. Thank you, Andrew. And everybody out there in podcast, like, get over me. Let's get on the show. Music can be heavy metal, rock, punk, country, pop. It's about your story, your music. I'm Big Al, your host. We're out of here. Peace.